I didn't realize how noisy my life had become until God started inviting me to slow down. So lately, I've been learning how to listen again. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to episode 6 of Becoming Her with God. I am on my way out the door to head to church, but I just wanted to really quick show y'all my fit. It ain't nothing too crazy, but I do kind of be looking a little crazy on camera sometimes. So while I'm looking a little put together, I wanted to kind of show y'all what we're talking about. So I got this flannel. My husband actually got me this flannel, and it's from his sponsor, Ecovision. He got this for me in 2 colors actually. So it's this color, and then he got another one for me in like a black, brown, and like beige, I think, type of color. I don't know. I'm gonna try to see if I can insert a picture or a video of it on this video. But this is the fit, and then I got just a simple little tank top. I think I got this tank top from Shein. These jeans, I think I got these jeans from Shein, and I just got these little white shoes. I got these shoes from Ross like a long time ago. I think a white pair of shoes is just a good staple because you can put a white pair of shoes with almost any outfit, or a black pair of shoes with any outfit. You know, just those neutral staple colors that you can just put with anything. I think it's a really good staple to have in your wardrobe. But I ain't trying to talk y'all heads off. I'm about to head to church like I said. If you do want, you don't have to, but if you want, you can use my husband's code FAITH at ecovision.com if you wanted to purchase this flannel, and it will save you some money off. But without further ado, I'm about to head out to church. I will catch y'all on the flip. All right.
Evidently I believe in a thing that I cannot see. If you look at my family, was supposed to have some disease. Realize it was up to me to break the curses that hinder me. Could hinder what? Coming next, born out of me. Honestly, I got super down, looking around, go out of town. Had to leave to better me, I got a chance to find my sound.
Honestly, I got super down, looking brown, got out of town. Had to leave to better me, I got a chance to find my sound.
Fill me up, I think I'll make it, yeah, yeah. That keeps me. It's joy that holds me down.
I rush through life more than I realize, and God has been teaching me that slowing down is an act of trust. So I've been letting these ordinary moments become places where my mind can settle and my heart can listen.
You know it's me. Nothing compares.
What is up, lovely people? It is, what day is it? I think it's Thursday today. And I was just sitting here and thinking about the fact that it's so important to slow down. And that's something that I've really been kind of preaching on my channel lately. I think it's so easy to get caught up in the worries and the anxieties of life, and worrying about tomorrow, worrying about what we will eat, what we will drink. But you know, the Bible says tomorrow is not even promised. Tomorrow has its worries of its own. Like, we are so caught up in something that we don't even know we'll have. And I'm guilty of that myself. Sometimes I get so caught up in worrying about, man, I'm not where I want to be at. I get so hard on myself, and I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to be better, wanting to grow, wanting to improve, because that's kind of the heart of this series. It's really just improvement, growth, showing the journey, showing the in-between, showing all the processes. But I don't want to get so caught up in worrying about what I need to be, so much so that I end up taking my focus off of the right now. Like, something I've been really struggling with, but trying to challenge myself to do more, is just get quiet, turn off my phone, turn off the TV, turn off any distractions that I may be having. Because I think it's needed to shut off distractions in order to really hear from God and to understand what it is that He wants. Because sometimes what we think we want, sometimes what we think we need, it's not what God wants for us. And after all, God knows our every need. So I've been really just challenging myself to put my phone on Do Not Disturb and set like a 5 to 10 minute timer and just get quiet, sit in silence. Believe it or not, it sounds simple, but for someone who's always worrying about the next thing or always trying to be on the go, that could be very hard to do. I don't understand why I complicate it so much, but it's something that I've really just been trying to challenge myself to do so that I can hear God more clearly. And if you're watching this, I really would encourage you to do the same. Find out what it is that God is telling you to do, because sometimes we could be swayed by things we're going through in life or our own emotions, which are fleeting. Feelings and emotions, they're very fleeting. You know, you may feel one way in the moment, then the whole next day you may feel a whole nother way. So I try not to make decisions based on emotions purely. I'm trying to get better at finding out what it is that God is telling me to do and when He wants me to do it. Another thing that I've been really challenging myself to do is really just to be more grateful. Like, I realize that sometimes when we feel like we're going through something for so long and we're ready for change, I think we tend to forget how blessed we really are. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with wanting more in life and wanting more blessings, but I do think that we can get so caught up in wanting that we're not appreciating where we're at now. I remember my mom used to say, if you feel like you got it the worst ever in life, just turn on the news and I guarantee you that you'll start to be grateful for the problems that you have. And she wasn't lying, boy, because it was times I had to turn off the news because it was just so sad to see those stories and see people going through the things that they were going through. But it really did make me start to appreciate the problems that I have. And I've really come to realize that my problems may not look like your problems. Yours may not look like mine. But at the end of the day, we're all actively trying to figure out this life thing. You know, God never said that life was going to be a walk in the park. He said that He was going to give us peace through the storm, though. So no matter what I'm going through, I just try to remind myself to be grateful and to keep God at the center of my life. Even if I feel like, man, Lord, this is hard, or Lord, I'm ready for this to be over, I just remind myself, like, keep your eyes on what really matters. And for me, that's God. I can't tell you what matters for you. I could tell you what matters for me, and it will always be God. And it's not always easy to have a positive mindset. It's really not. But whenever I feel like I'm losing sight of what really matters, I go back to the drawing board. I start journaling more, talking to God about my feelings, praying more, and I just keep it real with God. And I tell Him everything that I'm feeling, even when I am feeling doubts. I say, Lord, forgive me, but this is how I feel, and I want to be honest with you about it. But I guess my main theme of this video is really just the importance of slowing down and then being grateful for where you're at, because it's easy to worry about the next big thing that you want to happen in your life, but sometimes we're right where we need to be, even if it feels like it's moving slowly, even if it feels like we're making slow progress. That is still progress. As long as you're progressing in the right direction, that's what really matters. And we have to show ourselves grace sometimes, and we have to be okay with the small in-between moments, because sometimes we could pray for something and then when we get it, we could start complaining. And some people, they may be waiting for God to bless them with a child, but then they get those kids and now they complaining about the kids. Now, I'm not saying that parenthood is easy. I'm not a parent, but I can believe that it's just not easy at all. But I think it's so easy to just really desire that next big thing without understanding that we need to embrace the season that we're currently in, because you don't know what's to come. You know, like whatever you may be praying for, it may be a lot different than what you think it'll be like. So I think we should ask God to open our eyes up, to be grateful for where he has us at right now, and to prepare us properly for the next season to come so that we don't step into anything prematurely. That's why when I pray, I ask God that his will be done, because I may be thinking that something is good for me, but God will probably be thinking she has no idea what she's really asking for. So I just want to leave that with you. Embrace the season that you're currently in. Slow down, hear from God, understand what his will is, and be okay with the process. Be okay with the in-between moments, because that is what is going to prepare you for whatever God has next for you. But thank you guys so much for tuning into the series. Shout out to you if you're new to the channel. Shout out to you if you have been rocking with me already. I really want to say thank y'all so much. This series was something that I decided to do without knowing if people would even be interested in watching it or not. So the fact that people have been watching and engaging, I just really want to say thank y'all so much from the bottom of my heart. I really look forward to creating more content with y'all. I look forward to getting better with my editing, eventually upgrading my camera and my gear. But this is where we are right now. And again, I gotta practice what I just preached. I'm going to embrace where I'm at right now. I'm going to embrace what I have right now. I'm not going to be so focused on the future and what I want. There's nothing wrong with goals, but I'm also very grateful for where God has me right now. So thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing y'all again. I love you. Jesus Christ loves you. Peace, love, and blessings. Wow.
I've been trying to hear your voice more clearly. You say my bed in his life, and my yoke is easy. I've been silencing the noise when it gets busy. Cause I need more time with you when I get weak.